In this video, I'm going to show you how you can design a traditional marriage invitation card like this, and this is coming up. Hi everyone, I'm Eken the Precious from peegeeclickz. Welcome to the channel. Here we make video like this. If that sounds something that you are interested, consider subscribing and give this video a thumbs up. So let's get into the Photoshop so we can get started. So this is the design that we are going to do now. So for you to get started, when you open your Photoshop 2021 or 20, this is how you are going to see it. Just click new file. Then from new file, this is the drop down menu is going to give you. Then the size of this design is 3.768 for the width and 5.348 for the height. It is being done in inches. Then under resolution, you can equally leave it at 1000 depending on what you want to achieve. Then under the color mode, you will leave it at RGB because this work currently they are not going to print it, but if it's a work that you're going to print it, you leave it at CMYK so that when it is being printed, the color will not change. So alright, so I haven't done that. All you have to do now is to click on create. So when you click on create, this is what you are going to see. So if your ruler is not active like my own, just press Ctrl R in your keyboard, you will see that. Then having done that, you start with this, creating the rulers. These rulers will help you out to make sure that you obtain alignment in your design. So the first stage I used to tell my students is that they need to first of all create a background, because background is one of the things that will make your design look good. And also whenever you are creating your background, you need to obey contrast. Yes, in the sense that if your background is going to be light, every other thing that is going to be on that background is going to be dark. So if your background is going to be dark, every other thing that is going to be on that background is going to be light. For the sake of this design, we are going to be using a light background. So let's first of all create a rectangle. Then under the rectangle, we'll remove it to make the line not to get it. Then under the field, I just want to give it a one color. Just click here. I'm going to type in the color code so that we don't waste our time. Under here, just type 35. Under S, just type 13 or 14. Then under B, just type 99. Then click on create. So that's it. Then you will come here and click on this brush tool. Click on this brush tool. That's the brush tool that we are selecting. Then you come here. You can see the size that we use here, 3.2165 pixels. Then the hardness is 81%. Then that's okay. Just come here. Just come here and create another layer for that. Then click here. All we are doing now is just to make sure that this white field is there. Then we will drop the brush tool. Then the next thing we'll do now is to come to filter and come to blur, so that the first background and the second one will blend very well. So that's it. So now we are done with the background. All you just have to do is to group it like this. Like this, and just press Ctrl G. Ctrl G. Then call it background. Then the next thing you are going to bring now is to bring in this one. This is the first one that you bring in. This will help you a lot. So as a graphic designer, when you have this contract of designing traditional marriage invitation card, you need to have this in mind. One, the type of font that you are using. Let the font be a maximum of 3 fonts. The function of the first font is to use it for writing the details of the people that are doing the card. The second one is for writing traditional marriage ceremony stuff, so that to make that icon, let it be profound, let it be outstanding. This thing that I did now, I convert it to smart object so that there will be one. After you do that, just press another Ctrl T to drag it. It's okay like this. You can see it's okay. Then what you have to do is to press Ctrl J to duplicate that, to give you the proper feel. So you can see that we have done this. Then we come here. We are going to import the calabash. Yes, the calabash. The palm wine stuff. You know, while I was doing this design last year for my friend, one of my friends that just wedded, she was telling me that I added even cola nuts. And here, this will make me to share with you some of the things you need to have in mind when doing this traditional marriage. Then after the font selection, another thing you need to know is what I called cultural sensitivity. Yes, under this cultural sensitivity, you need to know the kind of culture that you are designing for. Yes, for this one now, I'm designing for Igbo culture, for Igbo tribe. So in our tribe now, we use this calabash, this palm wine stuff for traditional marriage. This is what we use. We use even kola nut. We use also palm wine fronts. Yes, we use that. So you can easily add these things in your design as a designer. So this is why you need to note of this cultural sensitivity. Then another thing you need to know about is your color palette. So because color invoke many stuffs in design. So currently in this design, I use only brown, the shade of brown, and the darker shade and the lighter shade. So this is why I use this. Then this green means growth, and this brown means earthly, in the sense that these people, after they are growing, they will grow very old in their marriage. This is the concept I have while I was doing this design. So that's what I have in mind while I was doing this design. So the other thing you need to know about is the artwork illustrations. You need to include relevant symbols or morphes in this design. So in the sense that I'm going to add this one. This one is a flower. So I'm going to add it in our work. So these are the things you need to do. Then you bring it back. Then under this you have to come to blending option. Sorry. Need to come to blending option. Then under here, what you need to do is that you change the color overlay. This is where I have to bring the color. And this. Now let's bring it here. All right. Then under here, just have to shift it one side. Then I know someone now is asking me for the material I use in this design. All of them will be in our Telegram channel. So if there are any questions that you want to ask me, just drop it in the comment section. I will get back to you as soon as possible. Once I see it, I will respond to it. So if you want to go to our Telegram channel and you are not in our Telegram channel, you can easily, there are links in the description of this video that will take you to that. They will take you to my WhatsApp. Then from there I will add you to my Telegram channel. So after you have done that, you can see that we are done with the design, because while I was doing this, the friend told me not to do much, let it just be simple. So this is why I have to do it like this. Then after you have done setting this, the next thing you are going to do now is just to import the text. So what I'm going to do now is just to import everything from the scratch. I'm just going to start everything from the scratch. All the stuff that we type here, I'm going to just import it here. Just carry it. So whenever you are doing yours, just take your time. Take your time. I don't want this video to be very long, so that's why I have to just do that. Just take your time and type everything, because all the fonts, all the resources used in this, I'm going to drop it in the Telegram channel. So if you have not entered in our Telegram channel, all you have to do is just go to the description of this video and reach out to me. I'll give it to you. So let's just wait for it. Then another thing you need to have in mind again is readability. Yes, you need to make sure that everything that you are adding here must be readable from afar. The person doesn't need to strain its eye to know what you did here. No. That's why another thing is that you need to make note of your hierarchy of information. Yes, you need to also note about this, the hierarchy of information. You need to know that. That's why I implemented that in this design. You can see it now. The first one is just the special invitation, and the second one is what I called the caption of the traditional marriage, Uchechukwu Ebuka 2023. So this is the caption for this traditional marriage. Then the next one was the name, the details of the family of the lady and details of the family of the male. Then in designing this traditional marriage invitation card, you need to know that it is the ladies first. Yes, you first of all place the name of the lady, every details of the lady first before the guy's own. That's what again you need to know. Then the next thing again is to make the date of the marriage very bold enough that people will see it even without necessarily going through it at a glance. Then the time, the venue, and if necessarily it has direction, you can equally add that. Then the inquiries, how people can reach out to here. So that's it. If you are done with this, you are good to go. So this is how you can design a traditional marriage ceremony invitation card in Photoshop. I hope you have gained something in this video. Subscribe and thank you very much for sticking around. I will catch you up in the next video. I still remain Ekendo Precious. Thank you very much.